What if a simple jar could teach you the secret to a happy and successful life? This is the story of Neil, a little boy who learned the true value of time and how to use it wisely. Neil was a little boy who loved to play. He had toys, video games, and a backyard where he could run all day. But there was one thing Neil didn't care much about, and that was time. Every morning his mother would say, "Neil, finish your homework first." But Neil would reply, "Later, Mom, I will do it after I play." By the time he sat down, it was already night, and he was too tired. The same thing happened every day. One Sunday, Neil's grandfather came to visit. He was a wise old man who always had interesting stories. At breakfast, Grandpa said, "Neil, let's go on a little walk." They went to a nearby park. Grandpa pointed at a huge clock tower. "Neil," he said, "what do you see?" "A big clock," Neil replied. Grandpa smiled. "Yes, but it's more than just a clock. It holds a very important truth about time, and you too must learn this truth in order to live a fulfilling life. Neil, time never waits. Every second that passes, you can never get it back." Neil looked puzzled. "But I have so much time, Grandpa. I'm just a kid." Grandpa sat on a bench and pulled out an empty jar, some big stones, a bag full of pebbles, and a handful of fine sand. He started filling the jar. First, he placed the big stones in the jar. Grandpa said, "Neil, these stones are the most important things. Your health, your studies, your dreams, your family. These are what build your future." Then he added the pebbles, which rolled into the spaces between the big stones. These pebbles are the fun things, your games, your hobbies, the things that make you smile and help you rest. Finally, he gently poured in the sand, which slipped perfectly between everything else. "And this sand," Grandpa said softly, "represents the little joys. Laughing with your mom, watching the sunset, saying thank you, playing with your dog. These may seem small, but they fill your life with happiness." Grandpa paused and said, "Neil, if you only fill your jar with one thing, it won't feel complete. Only big stones? Life will feel too heavy. Only pebbles? You will forget what matters. Only sand? You will miss your purpose. But if you fill your jar with all three, in the right order, you will live a life that's full and balanced." Neil stared at the jar. "So I have to use my time for all these things, big and small?" Grandpa smiled. "Exactly." That night, Neil didn't wait. He finished his homework before playing. He even helped his mom set the table. And before bed, he watched the stars for a while, feeling calm and happy and proud. Weeks later, Neil looked at the clock tower again. This time, he smiled. Friends, this story teaches us a very important lesson. Time is like an empty jar. What we choose to fill it with decides how rich our life will be. The big stones represent your responsibilities, like studying, health, and dreams. The pebbles are the things you enjoy, like games, hobbies, or relaxing. And the sand is the little things, like a hug, a smile, or a moment of silence. If we fill our jar the right way, with the big responsibilities, the joyful moments, and the simple pleasures, our days feel full and meaningful. A life that only works and never plays becomes dull. A life that only plays and never learns becomes empty. But if we create a balance between purpose, play, and presence, we live our best life. So use your time wisely. Fill your jar with what truly matters. And don't forget the small things that makes your heart happy. Friends, did this story make you think differently about time? Then like, share and subscribe for more powerful, life-changing stories. And remember, your time is your power. Use it well.